So apparently Ybor was uh, settled by Cubans, and there are tons of cigar shops right along this main street here. I think in the um, a 2 block radius or a 2 block distance, I passed four, and I wasn't even looking hard for them. I passed 3 or 4 cigar shops. So we're gonna go over to this Long Ash and maybe partake in one of their cigars. I was very excited to see that they roll their own cigars on premises. It is an art to making cigars. It takes sometimes up to 300 hands to roll or to make a cigar. Everything from planting the seeds, germinating them, and then moving the seedlings over to the fields. Then as the tobacco plant grows, each different section of the tobacco plant has a different property. So depending on what type of cigar you want made, then they take certain leaves. Then after that, the leaves get bundled and they get fermented for a certain amount of time. And they have to stay at a specific temperature and a specific humidity. And they have to rotate these bundles by hand. I mean, pallets that have tons of tobacco leaves on them. They have to rotate them by hand to keep them the correct temperature and humidity. And then that's just to get the tobacco to where it needs to be. Then it goes to be rolled, and it's rolled by hand as you're seeing here. And each person that rolls these is an artist. It's an artisanal job.
So literally everything on the walls is hand rolled in store. Like I said, we have 6 rollers right now that hand roll about 100 cigars a day.
Wow.
It is a lot. Yeah. Everything is Dominican, Nicaraguan, or Honduran filled. Okay. The wrappers are Connecticut, Maduro, and we have Habano wrappers, the red Habano wrappers.
Okay.
We do have some flavored cigars at the bottom here, but those are obviously not ours.
Yeah.
Everything on this wall here is sweet tipped. So when the rollers are done rolling the cigars, they sit up on a shelf up there for a couple days till they dry out a little bit. Then they go in a humidor that's about twice the size as this. They sit up there for 30 days. And then when they're ready to smoke, we bring them down here, and us bartenders take yucca paste and sugar, and we make a paste out of it. And we put it on the tips of the cigars, let it dry, and it just puts a sweet taste on your lips whenever you're smoking it.
All right.
So it doesn't change that tobacco flavor in any way. It's just a nice little touch.
Just a sweet on your lip.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like those type of cigars.
Yes.
So
it's beautiful.
Which cigar would you suggest?
Okay. How long do you want to smoke for?
Not too long. Let's say 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. And are you good with the sweet tip?
Yes, I like sweet tips.
Okay. So I know that you did say that you wanted the Maduro,
but
a mild fill.
Yes.
So everything that we have, the Connecticut wrapper is with the mild fill. The Maduro wrapper is actually medium. Okay. It's not like that big of a difference. Yeah. But it is a little stronger.
Okay.
I always suggest the Mareva 2-color, but since you're wanting to smoke for about an hour, I would actually suggest the Churchill 2-color. It is that same Dominican fill, mild fill, but it has the Connecticut and the Maduro wrapper on it, so it gives you a little taste of both of what you want, while still staying in that mild range.
Okay.
This will last you, depending on how fast you're going to smoke it too.
Yeah.
This one could last you, an hour if you wanted it to. Okay. But mainly it'll be the 25, 30 minute smoke.
Let's
go. Will be about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, let's go with the 25 to 30 minute smoke. I just didn't want something too short.
Oh,
but that looks fine.
Absolutely. It is a little on the skinnier side, so it's easier to smoke, and then if you don't like it, you're like not that big. But this one, I think every time I've recommended this, especially with a good rum to go with it, they love it. Okay. So this hasn't really gotten, I think one person left it, and I was like, oh, how dare you?
So here's the selection of their cigar cases and humidors and lighters. They had a very nice list of rums, but because I was filming this at the same time as the Kava Bar episode, I could not drink alcohol. Here they are cleaning up the cuttings from the floor from rolling the cigars. Man, what a place. I had no clue that Ybor was this happening. I definitely got to come back down here.
Cigar. This is the personal blood of our late owner and previous owner and late founder, Don Barca. It's going to be a medium plus, medium plus. It's nice richer at the undertones, and it is pretty smooth. This is only one cigar you're only going to find here at King Corona in Ybor City. It's definitely one of my favorites of our house ones that we have.
When I went to King Corona, it was a Friday night, and Ybor was really busy. When I went to Long Ash, it was a Wednesday night, and Ybor was not that busy. But when I passed Long Ash on my way back to my car on Friday night, I did see a lot of patrons there. Man, I love going out to new places. I just got back from King Corona on East 7th Street in Ybor in the historic district. A lot of cigar shops there, and this one had a large selection of cigars. They have humidors there as well. I didn't ask about the prices of their humidors, but you can look down in the description below. I'll put their website there and find out about the humidors if you're in Ybor or the Tampa area and need a place to go and smoke and store your cigars. Ashley was my bartender, and she got me a Cuban coffee. First time I had a Cuban coffee. Loved it. Got to find out how to get more of those. And I also talked to Manny, who helped me pick out a cigar, and he suggested a Don Barco Admiral, which is a Robusto size. It's a medium plus smoke, and it took me about an hour to smoke it. I really enjoyed it. It burned smooth. It didn't go out. It went out once, but that was because I started talking to someone that had never smoked a cigar before, and it was a couple that was there, and he had smoked before, but she had not, and I gave her some tips on smoking the cigar, and as well as what to do if you get sick from cigar smoke. And then I told her that since she and her boyfriend liked sweet tipped cigars, I don't think they had a sweet tipped cigar that night, but I talked to them about dipping the cigar into brandy, and Ashley said that they didn't have any brandy, so Ashley suggested a port wine, which I had never done before. So I dipped we dipped our cigars in port wine. I liked it. I liked it better than when I dipped the cigars in brandy. So it gives it a little bit of sweetness to the lip, and it also moisturizes the tip of the cigar so that it doesn't stick to your lips if your lips are a little bit dry. And there were a lot of people there that were having just a great time, smoking their cigars, drinking their drinks. Some guys were there tasting whiskey. People out on the patio watching other people walk by. It was a Friday night, so it was there were a lot of people out. So if you're ever in Tampa area and you get a chance to go to Ybor, I would say do it. Go there, go to King Corona, have a cigar, enjoy the night, tell them Joe sent you. Hopefully they won't kick you out.